Keston, welcome to Inside South Florida.
Thank you for having me here.
We are so excited to have you and dive into a beautiful organization that is, of course, Stonewall National Museum, Archives, and Library. So many great things always going on with you guys. Give us a little background. What's the history of the organization?
Well, the organization was started in 1973 and became first a library, then a library and archive, then a library, archive, and museum. And we are the largest of our kind in the United States of America, and ironically based in Florida.
There you go, largest of your kind. Quite a flex there, something to be proud of. And another thing you should be proud of is, of course, the programs you guys have. One of those being the Band-Aid program. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, Band-Aid is an attempt to remind people of the importance of public education, free public education, putting books back on shelves where they belong, really focusing on what it takes for a society to build a better union.
That's amazing, and you guys do that through the programs, as you've mentioned, but also through a variety of different ways, like events. And one of those events you got coming up, of course, I got my flyer here. It is the gala coming up, the gala on March 1st. Tell me a little bit about this, and we even got a special guest in attendance.
Well, we have a few special guests, but Diana Nyad, the swimmer, who also had the Oscar-nominated film last year, starring Annette Bening and Jodie Foster, will be with us. And she'll be talking about our new women's programs, which will be in 5 different cities across the United States, starting this year, the first one being South Florida, and then moving from there to New York, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and elsewhere.
So exciting. I mean, there's so many good things, like you said, many different trailblazers and impact people that will be at this event. But you got more coming after this.
Well, but this event is called Standing on the Shoulders of Heroes.
There you go.
And
the
it
heroes
really
are in the room.
It really, and well, some of them are deceased, but the idea is that there are people who go beyond the call of duty, way beyond their job descriptions, in order to make the world a better place.
Yes.
And that's what this is about. And one of those people, Edie Windsor, will be inducted into that exhibit, that calling of the Shoulders of Heroes, and people representing her will be there to unveil her plaque, which will then travel around the United States as part of a traveling exhibit.
Incredible. So we got March 1st on our calendars marked as well. You also have another event coming up in April. This is the Stonewall National Education Project. Touch briefly on what this is.
Well, that is bringing people from around the country into Fort Lauderdale to our archive and library to learn the best ways of teaching mostly LGBTQ history, but also how to include marginalized people when you're teaching, how to make them feel safe so that they can get the best possible education. And by working with them, you actually improve the quality of education for everybody.
Robert, such great information. We so appreciate you coming into studio, but also the great work you do in our community and beyond. But we also know this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more you guys have going on and that we can learn from. So where can we go for more?
Well, www.stonewall-museum.org is the best place to find information, but we're also on every single platform of social media. So Facebook, Twitter, well, X, I guess, TikTok, we're there.
Not hard to find.
It should be pretty easy.
I love it. Robert Keston, Inside South Florida, thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.